Learn English through story. The Stubborn Oak and the Resilient Willow. In a peaceful village surrounded by lush forests, there was an ancient oak tree that stood tall and proud. The oak had weathered countless storms, its thick trunk and sturdy branches a testament to its strength and resilience. It had seen generations of villagers come and go, each leaving their mark on the land. The oak took great pride in its unyielding nature, standing firm against the forces of nature that tried to bend or break it. Not far from the oak, along the edge of a tranquil stream, there grew a willow tree. The willow was younger and more flexible, its slender branches swaying gently with the breeze. The oak often looked down upon the willow, considering it weak and fragile. "You bend too easily," the oak would say. "A tree should stand tall and firm, unyielding to the winds." The willow, however, was content in its own way. It enjoyed the gentle rustling of its leaves, the way its branches danced with the wind, and the cool, refreshing water that flowed by its roots. "There is strength in flexibility," the willow would reply. "By bending, I do not break." One summer, a great storm began to brew on the horizon. The villagers, sensing its approach, hurried to secure their homes and animals. The oak tree, with its deep roots and solid trunk, prepared itself for the coming onslaught. It was confident in its ability to withstand the storm, as it had done many times before. The willow, too, felt the storm's approach, but instead of bracing itself, it simply allowed its branches to sway and bend with the increasing winds. The storm arrived with a fury the likes of which the village had never seen. The wind howled like a wild beast, tearing at the trees and the land. Rain fell in sheets, pounding the earth with relentless force. The villagers huddled inside their homes, praying for the storm to pass. The oak tree stood tall, defying the storm with all its might. Its thick branches fought against the wind, refusing to bend or break. But as the storm raged on, the oak began to feel the strain. Its branches, rigid and unyielding, started to crack under the immense pressure. The more the oak resisted, the more it began to weaken. Finally, with a deafening crack, one of the oak's largest branches snapped and fell to the ground. The oak felt a deep sense of loss, but still, it refused to yield. Meanwhile, the willow tree swayed and bent with the storm, its branches moving in harmony with the wind. The more the wind blew, the more the willow adapted, allowing itself to be carried by the force of the storm. It felt the power of the wind, but it did not resist. Instead, it embraced the storm, moving with it rather than against it. As the storm reached its peak, the oak tree, battered and broken, could no longer withstand the force of the wind. With a mighty roar, the great tree was uprooted from the ground, its massive trunk crashing to the earth. The oak, once so proud and strong, lay shattered on the forest floor. When the storm finally passed, the villagers emerged from their homes to survey the damage. They were saddened to see the mighty oak tree, which had stood as a symbol of strength for so long, lying in ruins. But as they looked around, they noticed that the willow tree, though shaken, still stood by the stream, its branches swaying gently in the breeze. The villagers gathered around the willow, marveling at how it had survived the storm. "How is it that the mighty oak has fallen, but the slender willow still stands?" they wondered aloud. The willow, sensing their curiosity, spoke softly. "The oak was strong, but it could not bend." In its refusal to yield, it broke under the pressure of the storm. "I, on the other hand, have learned that there is wisdom in flexibility. By bending, I was able to survive." Strength is not always about standing firm. Sometimes, It is about knowing when to give way. The villagers reflected on the willow's words and realized the truth in them. They had always admired the oak for its strength, but they had not understood the importance of adaptability. The oak had been stubborn, refusing to change or adapt, and in the end, it had paid the price. The willow, on the other hand, had shown them that true resilience comes from the ability to bend without breaking, to adapt to the challenges that life throws their way. In the days that followed, the villagers began to apply the lesson of the willow tree to their own lives. They learned to be more flexible in their thinking, to adapt to the changes and challenges they faced. They discovered that by being open to change, they could weather the storms of life with greater ease. The fallen oak was eventually cut into wood and used to build a bridge over the stream, a symbol of connection and cooperation. The willow tree continued to grow by the water's edge, its branches a reminder of the strength found in flexibility. And the villagers, having learned the value of both strength and adaptability, lived more peaceful and harmonious lives. In the end, the stubborn oak and the resilient willow taught the villagers a powerful lesson, that true strength lies not in rigidity, but in the ability to bend, adapt, and grow in the face of adversity. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.